Hey, 8th grade, this is Ms. Harkness, and this video is for Eureka Module 2, Lesson 4, where we're looking at reflections. In this video, I'm going to show you how to reflect across the axes as well as a specified line. On this first figure, I'm going to have us reflect across the x-axis. The question will always tell you what to reflect over. Sometimes it's as simple as this, it's just an axis. Other times they will specify a point on the grid and you're going to have to go in and draw your own line of reflection. We'll do that in the third example. The first thing I like to do is highlight my line of reflection so that way I can draw my own attention to that specific spot. So as I look at point T, right now it is 1, 2, 3 units below the line of reflection. So I'm going to go back to my line and count 1, 2, 3 units up. There's T prime. S was 4 units down, so S prime is going to be 4 units up. U is 1, 2, 3, 4 units down, so 1, 2, 3, 4 units up. And then V is right here. And that really is that simple. I like to label it with each point I plot so that way I don't forget which is which. And there we have it. Let's look at another example. I find that sometimes my students are hesitant on questions like this one, where it says reflect across the x-axis because the axis is actually through the middle of the shape. The concept here is not any different. We're still going to compare to our line of reflection and plot accordingly. So let's start with I, for example. I is 1, 2, 3 units below, so 1, 2, 3 units above is going to be I prime. Same with L is 2 below, so 2 above. But J was already 1 above, so it's actually going to move to 1 below the line of reflection, and then same with K. So I can erase this mark, get these out of my way, and then connect to my shape. Now, you try that again, because that's really wobbly. Try to keep it as straight as I can. When I'm working in Notability, it straightens it for me. But there we go. It really is that simple. Reflecting across the y-axis is equally as simple, except for now my line of reflection is a vertical line. So I'm just going to compare my location compared to that line. So D is 3 to the right, so 1, 2, 3 to the left is D prime. F was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then E is on that outside edge, so I know it's going to be on the outside edge here, just like F was. But if I wanted to count it, I could, and I would see that it is the same spot, y-axis. Now let's look at another type of line of reflection. All right, here's our last example. It says, reflect across the horizontal line that passes through the point -2, 1. This question has an extra hurdle to it because we're not using just an axis. We actually have to go draw our line. So first, let's find that point where it says the point 2, 1. That would be back 2, up 1. That point's going to be right here. Then it says horizontal line. So I'm going to draw a horizontal line through that point, and then I'm going to follow my same method of highlighting that line of reflection, and then I'm going to reflect over that line. So y is 1 below, so y prime would be 1 above. X is 1 below, x prime would be 1 above. Now z is 1, 2, 3 below, 1, 2, 3 above. And then w was 1, 2, 3, 4 below, 1, 2, 3, 4 above. It's really important that you highlight your line of reflection so you don't get distracted by your x-axis, because it is really close to your line that the question is referring to, and you don't want to accidentally use this x-axis as the line of reflection, because that is not what the question is asking you to do. It asks you to reflect across the horizontal line that passes through this specified point. Hope this video helps. This is for Module 2, Lesson 4.